Hello! So I kind of want to do a video, like I've done videos in the past about Titan specialists, about hero specialists, right? So with the introduction of guild rates, we kind of have like a new type of specialist, right? You have like hero specialists, but this is going to be like a different type of hero specialist. Right, with the guild raids, right, you use different teams, like, or different heroes than you might typically use for, like, a guild war. Right, as I've said, for a lot of these boss fights, you'll use, like, a Jew line is usually pretty good. Like, and Jew just happens to be really good for the guild bosses. Right, so if you do, like I said, this line's, these front here is probably going to die quickly, but you just, like I said, really, we just need these back ones here. Like I said, Jew and Thea, Sebastian, that's the main draw of this team here. And like I said, we'll see how long Aurora and Celeste last up front, but they will probably die from the guy here. Oh, we should buy some buffs first, though. Let's buy these buffs. And they actually fixed Jumpstart. Jumpstart, well, it actually works with Public Idol now. Like the first few weeks of this guild raids, Jumpstart was not working with Public Idol, so they have changed that. I guess it was a bug. You never know if some of these things are intended or not, but this is now stacked with Public Idols, so this is a bit better to buy now. I mean, it's probably still one of the weaker buffs. I mean, the Defense Sphere, Destroyer, and Override are definitely the best two. But like I said, Meteor's Haste won't help you till you get to the Osh, but Jumpstart should help you against the minion fights here. Anyway, we probably just reset the whole team here. Okay, so Kane, Albus, and we'll use Merlin here. So, right, let's see how long the front line lasts, but they'll probably die pretty quickly. But right, so Jew is really good for this fight here, and I'll show you why. Like, and he's also, like I said, Aurora's still a pretty good tank. Like, you know, like this because she can dodge spam, but you know, this might be a bit tougher than she can do because she's probably gonna die right here. Yep. Now we have dodge buffs, and we'll see. It's like so. This is the highest level difficulty of this enemy, so. But this gets funny. Like Celeste gets funny with all the stacking buffs. Like I said, at least all the dodge buffs fall off. Like I said, so you'll have a few seconds where she spams a bunch of buffs, which is kind of hilarious. So much extra magic attack. But she's healing herself for a whole lot because all those magic attack buffs, so she's tanking a bit while we get some damage going from Albus and Jew and Sebastian. Okay, now she's gone. Okay, but now you see... But see, also, so Thea keeps Jew alive because of her second wind. See that little swirly thing? It means he has extra speed from Thea's passive ability. And this keeps him alive. And like I said, it's really hard for Jew to tank this without Thea's passive. But with this extra speed, he can pretty much stay in ult pretty much perpetually. And this ends up being a fairly easy win. Like I said, Jew is really important for pretty much all the bosses, the mini bosses and the guild bosses. Once you go to like an actual like guild boss team though, like the actual Osh team, like so I did a video about this like I think yesterday, but where I talked about the Stone Cold line, and the Stone Cold line focuses on like I said, well, Stone Cold is a team like I said that uses Sebastian, Jew, Isaac, Nebula, and Martha. That's called Stone Cold. For against the Gosh, you would use Oliver on Isaac, and you would use Fenris here, and Albus here, and then Axel here. Right, that's the Stone Cold line. Against the boss, you also want, like I said, here. But this team is really good. Like, this is kind of like the go-to team for the guild boss. Notice my Martha and like a Nebula are pretty low. My Jew is strong, like, but you could probably get away with this the weaker Jew. Jew has a damage cap, so having, like I said, being down like a couple of ranks weaker or whatever is not going to matter too much versus the boss. It's mostly about having Sebastian because he's the main damage dealer really buffed, and then Isaac buffed so he can tank. My Isaac's not maxed, but he is the main tank for this line, and he has to be able to take the damage that's incoming. If he's not strong enough, he will die quickly, and your whole line will crumble pretty quickly against Osh. Like if you're not strong enough, you're not using Thea in this line, so Drew's not gonna have second wind to keep him tanking against the themes. Plus, without Isaac, you're not gonna kill those defense spheres against Osh. But like I said, here's the battle I did the other day. Just kind of watch this. I kind of, like I said, I'll speed this up. But you see, like I said, this line's really good. Like I said, so if you're going to be like a raid specialist, like this is the line you really want to focus on. You especially want to focus on Isaac and Sebastian. Like I said, Nebula and Martha, you just have to have them strong enough to survive and fulfill their role. But it's really about Isaac and Sebastian here. Jew is good here too, and Jew's good against the mini bosses, as I did demonstrate earlier. Like I said, so you could just, like I said, maybe you won't be the biggest contributor for Guild Wars, but if you can have Isaac and Sebastian, you could find a role in a high-end guild as somebody who could be useful for Guild Wars, or for Guild Raids, for Guild Raids and killing the bosses, and help get your guild a lot more points, help get your guild to the higher rank bosses, so your guild can earn more rewards week after week, like I said, and get a higher rank, and get more emeralds and stuff from the Hall of Fame rankings and stuff, so that's what you can do there with the Stone Cold line. Like I said, if you just look at those stats, they're pretty powerful. But yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys found this video fun and informative. Thank you for watching.